Welcome back to another episode of the Self-Care Revolution. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but last week was loud. Last week, life was life, and in those moments, self-care goes out of the window, okay? It gets really quiet, at least on my part. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about starting over and building discipline because believe it or not, you do not just wake up with discipline, okay? Discipline is built along the journey. Starting over or starting again is part of the journey of getting anything done, okay? Anyway, so it doesn't mean that you failed. So that's kind of one of the things that I want to point out. And I want to talk about this one girl I used to see on Instagram, and I cannot remember what her name was, but if I saw it, then some of you might have seen it as well. But she was doing like her version of the 75 Hard Challenge, and she had multiple videos where she had to go back and start at day one because, you know, with the 75 Hard Challenge, once you fall off or if you miss a day, you have to start over the next day at one. And she has so many videos where she started on day one, and it's people in her comments that were like being really negative and stuff like that, but they are missing the point because even though she's starting at day one, she's still doing it, right? I don't know if she's doing it now. She could have actually completed it by now, but the point was she kept going even though she had to start at day one. And guess what? She still saw results from her attempts at keeping herself going. So my point is, you do not fail just because you're starting over again. All right. When you start over, you have new data, you have a new outlook. Okay. That is what helps you build the discipline. All right. It means that you're still trying whatever said thing is that you're trying to get accomplished. Okay. So do not beat yourself up. If you're starting over, that means that you're still here and you're still breathing and you have another chance and you have probably some new idea or outlook at what you're going to do, and you're going to do great this time. Okay. Most people are not, it's not that you're undisciplined anyway. It's just that you're overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? And you're not supported, meaning self-supported, meaning how are your basics doing? Like really, how are your basics doing? Because I don't care what it is that you do, whatever your occupation is, whatever you got to do tomorrow, whatever, you still need to drink something, you need to eat something, and you need to get sleep to be functional tomorrow. So if you like go deep with your basics, it cannot help but spill out everywhere. And that is the whole point of it, okay? You won't be foggy, okay? Because you won't be dehydrated. But most of us are dehydrated. I had this conversation earlier with someone as well. And, you know, there are different ways to hydrate yourself. And a lot of the things that we're drinking are not hydrating us. Regular water doesn't even like sufficiently hydrate us. But, you know, you can get hydration from your foods as well. But the point is to pay attention to, are you intending to hydrate your body? How many hydrating drinks have you had, right? So, I mean, your body will let you know, dry body, dry attitude. It's like, nah, but no, for real, like your body, like aches and pains, fogginess, headaches. It could be a lot of different things that lead to show that you're actually dehydrated versus having a bad day or whatever, or having like a bad episode. It's because you're dehydrated. All right. And so then also, you know, in that is what we're eating like recently. Okay. Like I love cookies. Okay. But sugar keeps your body inflamed. And if we want to, you know, wake up tomorrow with a flat stomach, which, you know, I won't, but maybe you will. But if we want to do that, we need to lower the sugar intake. Okay. But I wanted some cookies, so I'm probably going to be bloated. And your body responds to the things that we eat, right? So if I was not eating sugary cookies and I was eating something better, like maybe some fruit, then my body would probably respond a lot better. So we always want to pick real food when we can, okay? Don't be like me picking chocolate chip cookies, all right? Like, really, how are you actually doing in the department of your basics, all right? Because that's really our only job. All of this other stuff, going to work, going to these events, like, those things are great, but it really, like, the experience that you have really depends on how well you're taking care of you, okay? How much hydration are you getting? How much real food are you eating, right? How much movement are you getting? All right. Like you think that your body's stiff, but you're not even willing to do like a 2-minute stretch routine. All right. Your energy gets stale when you don't move. Like you need to move your body every day, even if it's just a full body stretch. All right, 5 minutes even counts. All right, just move your body. And you have to have points of where you're, reflecting, prayer and reflection. You know what I mean? I start my every morning with prayer and reflection. I want to, think about what my intentions are going to be. I want to think about how grateful I am that I actually am seeing another day. Things like that, and then I walk away with a thought for the day based on everything that I just thought about when I got up. All right, you got to get your rest. All right, listen, I get my beauty sleep. All right, I love sleep. I love sleep. All right, I love sleep. But I ain't sleeping all day, but I'm definitely getting my beauty rest in, all right? Because a lot of times we're exhausted, all right? We are tired. Sleep when you're supposed to sleep, all right? It's like charging your phone. You do not want to get caught out there with a dead phone, and you definitely don't want to get caught out there being delirious and having all types of other health issues that can be caused by lack of sleep, okay? Get your rest, okay? So for all my people out there that are struggling with something, right? Even if it's like, okay, I woke up and my stomach is still not flat like me. You're in that boat. I'm in that boat. My stomach wasn't flat this morning, okay? But listen, we had a chance today to figure out how we're going to do things differently, right? We watched some of the things that we ate. We made sure that we drank enough water, and I had a glass of tea in the morning. That's how I started my morning, okay? We just did things differently today, okay? Now, if it's something like you wanted to lose some weight, so what you didn't continue the last workout regimen you started, tomorrow is a new day, all right? Tomorrow is a new day for you to start again. Listen, as long as you're starting, you're not quitting. Do not let nobody trick you into thinking that you should feel bad for restarting. No. Block those people out, all right, immediately. But consistency is what we are looking for. We're not looking for you to do 50 minutes of a workout every day, because that is not sustainable, okay? But you do need to make a consistent habit of showing up to move your body so that your body understands that we get up and we move every day, all right? You will see the results from the consistency, just like the girl who was doing the 75 Heart Challenge. Even though I didn't see her finish it, I saw her body change because she kept what? Say it for me, class. She kept starting over. So do not be afraid to start over, all right? Because it doesn't matter what you're going to go out here and do. If you're not hydrated, if you're not well rested, and if you're not well nourished, you are not going to be at your best. Fight me in the comments, okay? Because I just don't believe it. You need to be taking care of your basics so that you can be great in other places, all right? So this week, I don't want you to overhaul your whole life. I just want you to focus on one thing. That's it. Consistently focusing on something is what helps build character in that thing, okay? So, whatever your body is reminding you about, because we all know that we have stuff that oh man, I've been meaning to do that, okay? Get with that. Whatever that thing is, get with that, all right? Everything else shifts when your foundation is stable, and that's your foundation. You have to take care of the basics, all right? With that being said, we have about 23 days left in 2025. Now, we could argue that the new year actually starts in the spring when new things start to spring up, or we can argue that the new year starts at the end of 2025. Regardless, 2025 is going to end, and then 2026 is going to start. So you have 23 days until that happens. What are you not waiting until the new year to do? All right, what are you focused on now? What are you changing before the new year comes in? We're not waiting for any New Year's resolutions. All right. I want y'all to get down in the comments below and let me know what you're working on. All right. Remember, self-care matters daily. I'm your girl, Demita, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.